Hello, my name is Garx82 and welcome back to our Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode series. I am just on the last planet that we had to go to, which is Mercury. And I'm noticing a dragon over there. It seems to be taking damage from the no oxygen, I'm assuming. And yeah, I just thought it was kind of a crazy looking planet, full of lava. And yes, there's also lava underneath when you are digging down, as we can see. That was the only one I dug through, but yes, does seem to be just lots and lots of lava. So, that pyrotheum? I just realized that's blazing pyrotheum. It's not even lava right there. So, that's kind of cool. And, yeah, that's where my ship landed. So, we're just gonna not do that. Do this. Switch. And let's head back to the space station. So, like I said, I've gone ahead and last episode we went to Europa. Got the... I don't remember. Destabilized, was it? We need these clathrate things. Destabilized clathrate. Then I went to... Where did I go for that one? I totally... Where did I go for that one? It was a planet. It wasn't Venus, it was Mars. That's right. I went to Mars for the resonant clathrate. Yep. And then for that one, obviously we went to Mercury. So that will be, I think that's everything for this now. Rich slag, I sort of have. I really don't have this automated. Probably something with like, I don't know. Probably something with, how much fuel do I have in here, by the way? Alright, we're good. I was thinking about flying this back to Earth so I could land this back down in the overworld so we can refuel it, but I think we're good. If I need to head back to those places. I did think about putting a teleportation thing as well. One of these on each of those planets, but I was like, yeah, I think like almost 4 stacks of this stuff. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to need 4 stacks of these. I could be completely wrong though. If it becomes an issue, I will place those down, but I do not think that will be a problem. All right, let me turn that off. All right, so let's throw that all in there. We could throw the endstone in there and that and that. Sure. Throw all that in there. All right, so can we go ahead and craft one of these up? Yes, we can. All right, so this may be a bit of an issue because it needs to craft up. You know what? Before I go any farther, I think I'm just going to craft up a second thing. All I need is a crafting core and 1 pedestal. Although I do have to power it, which is a bit annoying. I could just do it like above it. Can I just do it like above it? No, because how am I going to get that? You know what? I'll think about that. It's fine when you do 1. It's when you have multiple recipes seems to be the issue. Because if we look at this, I could put it on blocking mode, but this is already emptied out. So we would put the next recipe in and then start filling the rest, and then we would have issues. So I may... The best way to do that is have to just have a whole separate crafting core and pedestal, and just have it for that one. And you maybe even do it for one of the energy frames. Not that one. Like this. Maybe do a 1 crafting core with 4 pedestals for these all leaves and power recipes. I don't know. We'll see. If it's like I said, if it becomes an issue, we will tackle that when it gets there, because yeah, it's a bit annoying that didn't I need, like, didn't it say we needed a draconium? I don't remember what it was. Oh, it was probably for an octatic. Yeah, for the octatic needs it. Alright, so there it goes. It's putting all the stuff out. And I forgot to do this. Insert. This may be a bit of an issue. I don't know. Ignore MBT. Which one is that? Metadata. Ignore MBT. Put on sticky mode. I don't know. We can try again. These quantum things. Alright, there we go. One of them did it. I don't know which one it was, but it did do it. Alright, so did that finish? Yes, alright. Should we try one more? Alright, so doing all this stuff, we can even look at this stuff working. I totally don't remember if I had mentioned, but yes, I do have a experience obelisk, and it's actually connected underneath. It's a bit hard to see, but it is connected with a fluid export bus to the mob farm. I don't remember if I mentioned that last episode. So fluid storage bus on here that gets piped into the obelisk down there, which pumps out the experience needed into the soul binder. I need to, well, I don't know why I was worried that that was a stone brick. Nothing else is stone brick. Definitely haven't paid any attention to how this base looks. Alright, did that? Oh, there we go. Alright, so what happened? Oops. What happens if we do like 2? Yep. I had a feeling that was going to be an issue. Man, how do I get around that? I honestly have no idea. Because these don't really... These don't have a, like, sticky mode thing on them. So... yeah, so, like, this is different every time. Unless... I don't know... If I have it automate those, I still don't think that would be... Did I forget to... Yeah, even if I had it, like, teach it how to craft these up. Wait, no. Save. It only wanted... yeah, it only needs the one. Alright, so if I do 2 again, it should have enough for 2, right? Yes. If I do 4, it'll say it doesn't know how to make it. Yep, there we go. Oh boy, I'll have to, I don't know, I'll have to maybe Google that? I don't know, we'll see. Well, so what happens if we do 2 at once? Because we're going to craft up, oh, there's all the soul vials, charged draconium. There it goes. Is it gonna... well, I guess it won't put the rest out, will it? Because it doesn't... it won't put the rest out until it gets the charged draconium. Didn't even think about that. Sentient Ender. Just seeing, like, what's the final thing that crafts up here. Looks like the octatic... no. Crystal? No. Prescient Crystal looks like it's the final one that gets crafted up, and it should be, like, in there. Alright, well, there we go. I can do 2 at a time. But yeah, I have no clue how to get around that with this, unless I do a fake recipe. Maybe if I do a fake recipe, like here. Okay, so I'm getting some idea here. Maybe, let me think. If we do change it to like a, because this does, oh, even this processing pattern does not do, this doesn't do our dictionary. I don't know if that's going to work with anything I can. Let me, you know what, I'm not going to worry about it at this moment. I think we'll just leave it for now. I can always just craft 2 up at once. Oh man, that sounds terrible. Unless I just pump the quantum singularities into the thing. But then I would, yeah, that wouldn't work. And then I was just thinking if I took the quantum singularity out of this recipe and then just manually put them in or something like, would that be, maybe we'll do that actually. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna, I know you don't have to load it, but I don't think ordered would do anything. Alright, so we're gonna take that out. Put this back. And then how about I just do hopper? I have no idea if this is work. This is just me kind of throwing stuff out as I'm thinking. So if I wanted to do 4 more of these, there we go. Yay. Then I could just manually put these in. Alright, so here's the issue with the Draconium. It was kind of cool that we got to see that. It puts the 2 in, then it empties out the chest, puts the next 2 in, but there's no room for it to go in the middle. Which would be fixed if I had just a crafting core in, which I probably will do, because that's going to be annoying. But if we do this, what if we do this? And once that stuff is all done crafting up, it's going to take a second. The slice and dice stuff, I can only speed up so fast. As we can see, I mean, it takes time to fill that up and all that stuff, so yeah, I can only do this so fast. Although, I was like, why isn't it pushing that out? Alright, so let's do all 4, is kind of what... It's starting to put more in. Yeah, I saw that. Alright, so I guess that's... If I want to do more than 2, this is probably the easiest way, unless there is a option to ignore metadata or MBT data or whatever it is on the packager thing. But there we go. Alright, well, I'm happy with that. That is the second thing that we got. Alright, so... yeah, man, I have... Look how much... I've been just tearing through all the quests. I just haven't been taking them. So, the first one that opens up is the Creative RF, or the Creative Power Cell. This only apparently does like 1,000,000 RF per tick. Well, my tier 5 solar panel is doing almost 4 million, so it's not even good as like my solar panel. So I was thinking maybe going for this one first, but a lot of this stuff isn't even shared. I mean, that's relatively easy enough, but Like, these rainbow generators and stuff are not the easiest thing in the world to make. And I was thinking if I have a creative tank, I could actually make that stuff easier. Is kind of what I was thinking. It would be easier to craft some of the stuff up with a creative flue tank. So let me do a little thinking here and see what I want to do. If I want to go for this one first. Oh, just kidding. Chaotic core. Yeah, let me think about this and we'll be right back. Okay, so I've been kind of going back and forth what I want to do, and I think I'm gonna stay and do the creative power cell first. I have most of this stuff anyway, so I might as well keep going for it. And some of these things I use in other items, so I think we're gonna do that. So I have gone ahead and I started placing all the stuff in here, and as you can see, I'm actually pretty close. I say that with I mean, we're kind of close to these solar panel. Well, the tier 4s are fine. It's the tier 5s that are pretty crazy with these high voltage solar arrays. I should actually be having, like, I should craft up another one and get that going, actually, because it does take a while with all those solars. But I think I got enough for this. I think this needs like 8. I think it's 8. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 8. 8 ultimate ingots. So I figured we'll get that going, and we should be good. Don't know. Something might get clogged up here and there, but we shall see. It's always fun to do these complicated recipes and see what ends up happening if anything gets screwed up. So as we can see, that's actually going so fast that it's not getting screwed up. That's pretty cool, those. So I don't know if I'm gonna actually, I don't know. We'll see. As we keep going. If we run into bottlenecks and issues, I can always fix them. But yeah, so that is that. I do need to, like I said, solar panels, I'm not going to bother showing this. I will probably just do, how many items is this? 1? Oh, these don't stack, so that's a bit annoying in the thing. I may do an unpackager on a chest so I can, man, every time I make these I say I should automate it. I just haven't got around to it. It's so easy just to do that though. Cyanite takes a little while. That looks like it's the slowest thing, but it should be. No! I just realized I can't do this because I have everything in it's not gonna, it needs to go in here. Man, it's I have to say it's kind of annoying actually having these chests be so expensive. Because it makes you, the way you have to automate them is like one recipe per table with this automation interface. Unless this, I actually haven't tried that actually. Did I try that? I don't remember. Did we try unpackaging directly into the crafting table? I don't remember if we tried that. I feel like we tried that and it didn't work. But anyway, so that should be good, although I'm not. Like, why isn't that going in? Does that not go in? Alright, why are you guys not? What did I do? I did something. What did I screw up? Why isn't it going in? Auto insert, auto extract. Why is there no down? This has totally worked before. Man. Don't you hate when stuff like sorta works and then all of a sudden it decides not to work? Alright, so now why is it working? Oh, maybe because it's trying to put them in a space that I probably... That's probably what it was doing. Yeah. So this recipe is saved a certain way. So it probably is... Like, why isn't it working? Come on, why aren't you working now? It was probably saved in a recipe spot, and then when I shift click the stuff in. So, alright, well, it's good to kind of see what works and what doesn't. I am going to speed that up. There is no easier way than to do this, other than me just making a ridiculously huge reactor. I'm not crafting up these ultimate ingots enough to really worry that much about it. Now, the ludicrite, I think I need something else in there, don't I? Is that the one with the bees? Yeah. 10 bees I have to put in there? I think it's 10 bees. Drone. Again, this is this is a recipe I could kind of do as well. I could have it split. I could put it on a thing that pipes it into the bees go in one thing and then the items go in here kind of thing. I could have the bees come out around, but I am not going to worry about that. Again, unless we start getting into like needing thousands of these ingots, which it doesn't look like it, but I could be wrong. Whoa, look at that. That is moving. That time in a bottle. Alright, there it goes. So yeah, it's working. Slowly. Alright, so what else did we need? I guess we're going to need to start doing... Alright, we got this. Primal mana is definitely annoying. That is like the one thing that would really make having a create a fluid tank easier. That would definitely make that easier, but advanced carpenter. Also having maybe a second carpenter would be good. Again, though, I'm like, how many of these am I actually going to craft in like the long run? Okay, so we need 2 in there. The only other recipe is this one, so 4. So I need 6 total. All right, so maybe a little more than that. Yeah, maybe we should. I could craft up a whole nother carpenter and then just have this full of primal mana permanently. All right, let me continue doing this. I'm going to have to do 87,000 recipes for those, which I'm not really looking forward to having to do this, to be honest. Because this is probably going to lag like crazy. Because these things... Alright, so there's more there. Yeah, I think I just convinced myself that I should probably set up a second carpenter. Yeah, because if we look at this, like, how crazy is this recipe going to get? I'm going to have to do all these recipes. And boy, does this... lag. What the heck is that? Doesn't have a thing for coal. Alright, that is the Resonator. I do have one for that, right? Yes. Let me just double check that coal works. Alright, it is working. That's cool. Alright, that's actually not as bad. I feel like there was way more... last time I did these was Omnifactory, and I feel like there was way more steps. Yeah, the top tier is only good. I remember like perfect being like the top tier, so maybe that's actually not as bad as I was thinking. All right, well that made that. Yeah, that wasn't as bad. I don't remember what it was, but there was something that had like it was like thousands. Or even like a million of the smallest tier hit for the top tier. Like, I remember that was like really bad. Alright, that's not bad at all. Now that I'm looking at that, no, not bad at all. Alright, so, yeah, let me just continue working here. That's right. This is not connected to the A system. I need to, you know what I should do? I should break these down and actually set these up correctly, because this is like half set up. As we see, I know, and my cat agrees that my cat agrees. All right, so why aren't you? What's going on here? That seems odd. It makes it look like it should be crafting, but I'm not seeing anything happening. It doesn't look like it's packaged up the stuff either. Interesting. I'm gonna cancel that. All right, red coal. What's going on there? Why is it? What? What? Why is it crafting up so many? Did I just do 1-to-1? Oh, something got screwed up. Wait, how did this end up down here? Wait, what? How did... Oh. Well, that's a screw up. How did I end up with the ultimate ingot on this? Have I switched? I feel like I have totally screwed something up here. Yeah, I think I screwed that up, totally. 'Cause that doesn't go on there either. These all do. I think I've screwed something up. I think I screwed up. Yeah, I've gone ahead and, like, added these. Whoops. Alright, yeah, that doesn't belong on this one. Alright, I got some stuff to fix here. So, I'm going to do more crafting up, and let's see if we can get this at least crafted up today. Probably going to do another carpenter, so I think quite a bit of time is actually going to go by here. And a quick update. I've actually been pretty busy here. I've gone ahead and actually automated the tables, at least 2 of them. One for the ultimate ingots, and then one for the crystalline ingots. So, yeah, at least having those 2 up. And then, yeah, so there's the packager recipes. I can do those on the same recipe. And then I have one on each of these. So you don't actually have to copy this. You can just do, you can do it however you want. I could even put these 2 on the other packager thing way over there, but I just did it right there so we can kind of keep it a bit organized. So that's that. It puts it in there, and then unfortunately I had to pull the stuff out with conduits back into a interface. I tried inserting it into the unpackager, but it did not work. I don't even really know what happened to the ingots, like disappeared. So I don't know where they went. But But yeah, so that's that. I'm just crafting up the last of the stuff we need here for the oh my goodness, the creative power saw. So there is a tier 4. I'm not entirely sure. One of these, they're the same thing, but I'm pretty sure because one was placed in the world, that that is why it is not stacking. So I'm a little worried that's not going to work. But yeah. Also, I have got these automated. There we go. We can see that. Don't remember which one was which. There we go. Tier 4 is not that difficult to make, although I may actually use... Maybe I'll use one of the tier 4s that doesn't stack or whatever, and the tier 5 recipe. Maybe that's what I'll do. Because the tier 5 actually requires that as well. Alright, so what I did was actually added another seared gauge to this, because you can actually have... You can have an extra liquid on there and it'll still work with the way I had it before. So we still have these 3 ingots. They work, even though I have one with IC2 coolant in there. I wasn't sure if that would work, but it does in fact work. And then we've gone ahead and built a second carpenter. And I could probably have done it with this one, but I just went ahead and did that. And what we're going to do is actually... I can actually request primal mana. Now this isn't ever going to complete because I'm not getting a bucket, but I just did the recipe. So I can request 10 of them. And what it'll do is put the stuff it needs in the melter. It'll make the primal mana. And then it'll end up in there. I'll just cancel the thing once it... yeah, so there it goes. It's throwing the stuff in there. And we can see it is actually... producing the primal mana, and there it goes. And like I said, once it is finished, that... I can't have this going like permanently. It's not going to be able to keep up, but it does keep up pretty well there. So we'll do this and cancel that. Alright, so that's that. Then we got... That should be working over here. Yep, there it goes. And that's actually a pretty slow recipe, isn't it? Even with all that on there. It uses quite a lot of this is quite a lot of redstone. All right, so did that work? Ah, right. I was thinking about expanding this as well. One issue with this is that I use lapis coolers. And for the lapis coolers, I can't remember, there it is. They need to be adjacent to one reactor and one reactor cell and one reactor casing. So I can't, if I go up, they're not going to be touching the reactor casing. Although I guess the only one that wouldn't be would be the one in the middle. Maybe I can, maybe that's what I'll do. The ones on the outside will be touching a casing, but the one in the middle won't. So I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll add like 5 rows or something to it so it cooks those up quicker. But all right, there we go. There is another draconic energy core. Awesome. So we got that. We got that. I did a whole bunch of recipes for the rainbow stuff. I have most of this stuff. It was actually pretty easy. The recipes for the things really aren't that bad. Just a couple random things here, but most of the stuff I actually already had in the A system. Yeah, the halitosis generator was annoying. But other than that, everything was fine. So yeah, let me just finish getting the rest of this stuff up here. The last 2 of those. And I guess those we can take out and throw in there. So that's those, that's that. So I need the 2 rainbow generators and the 2 tier 5 solars. That's all we need left, and we will be able to create this. So I'll come back when I have everything, because we are running late. So we will finish this up for the episode. And I am just crafting up the last rainbow generator. Needs lots of the red coal. See if I can speed that up. Pretty fast, but it's not like super fast. Thankfully, tick accelerating it doesn't mess with the GP or anything, so it's cool. That should... Is that everything? There it goes. Alright, let's go. Get out. Yes, there we go. Alright, I think that is the final piece. I got everything correct here. Let's go ahead and hopefully... Is that going to give me... Oh, RTG. I wasn't... Oh, I'm actually wearing... I'm actually wearing the suit. These probably give radiation poisoning. But, alright. Is that... No, what... Alright. There is some weirdness with that as well. I was worried about those. Alright, I am not entirely sure that this is going to work with that. I don't know. I don't know what to do with those. I crafted them up in the A system. I used... I just combined the energy cell with the conversion kit. And these thermal stuff always causes issues with, I think it's NBT data. So yeah, now I'm gonna have to place this all in and just double check that this doesn't work. So this is gonna take even longer than I thought it was going to, but yeah, I don't want to quit recording. We're almost there. There's that. I think those are there. There. Then 2 rainbow. I think it was the induction providers were on the outside. Induction cells were that. Yep. 2 of those. That goes in the middle. 4 on the sides and 5. Like that, and alright, so there we go. They just wouldn't shift in. Hopefully when I try to click on this, it's actually going to let me craft it up. Yes, there we go. Alright, cool. So, yeah, I wasn't going to be able to shift click that in. There's some weirdness with the thermal stuff. It also happens with the flux capacitors and all sorts of stuff. I always have issues with auto crafting with those. But alright, there we go. There is our creative power cell. Now... I did mention, unfortunately, I think it only produces like 1 million. Run command script? Okay, sure. Yay! I don't know if that did anything specific, but it did say something in chat. Let's throw it down and check it out. Yeah, 1 million RF per tick, unfortunately. Looks like the total. So, yeah, it's not super great. I was kind of hoping it would be, you know, yay, we have no more power issues. Not that we really have any power issues anyway. There we go. I'll just set it there and it'll input in there. But yeah, we are producing almost 4 million with the solar panels, and we don't really need any more power, really. I don't think we really need to do anything. I've sped this up as fast as it can go. As we can see, I did have to put 4 sides with the ultimate logistical transporters to get it to export fast enough. So I don't really think we need any more power. This is doing about, what, 800,000, I think it is. Oh, 1 million. Yeah, just over 1 million. So, alright, but that is the first of our creative cells, so we will just continue chugging along here. Creative EU maybe next? Is this like the next easiest one? another rainbow generator. But yeah, I guess we will continue. And getting kind of close to the end of the pack. But anyway, that's going to be for this episode. So thanks for watching and have a good one.